talking about eczema. What's going on, Secoya Nation? Dr. Schilling, bringing today's wellness wisdom. And this topic is near and dear to me because I dealt with this most of my adult life and my childhood and everything in between. And my son, of course, inherited every part of me. As far as my tendencies goes, apparently, he looks more like my brother, I think, than me, but he's close enough. But anyway, itching, till I bled as a kid. Sammy's, my son, similar. It's clearly an inherited neuroemotional thing because it's a wiring thing that's handed down. So we're here to talk about the framework and the understanding of what causes it. It's different for me than it is for Sammy, so I'll give you some context there. Just a quick shout out to thank the TikToker who asked us to talk about this subject matter because it's important to them. So whoever you are, we appreciate the opportunity to serve you at this level. So at its bare construct, if you will, eczema is about a separation conflict. So separation from, for me, it was like my mother was emotionally distant from me as a kid, and there wasn't a lot of connection there. So I felt, and that was my way of diffusing that conflict through my skin. Now, Sammy was born into the world via emergency C-section, and so Sarah was anesthetized. She was sedated during the process, and so he was taken and put into a recovery room where I spent more time with him in the beginning than she did. Actually, it happened that weekend with Sophia too, but Sophia didn't have much of that. So separation conflict. So it's like you want the contact, but you can't get it. So when he was born, he was like, it got triggered immediately when he wanted to be in contact with her. You know, usually they put the baby right on the chest after the birth, and these people were not inclined to do so. But at any rate, it's also a conflict of being left alone. Like if I'm left alone emotionally and or physically, it can trigger this in terms of the body's processing. Because when you think about the skin, it's about something feeling shamed or flawed, insulted, verbally attacked, verbally abused, and things of that nature. So if you feel like you're flawed and that your parent is or someone you care about is distant from you because of something you did, you're going to shame yourself, and then that shows up in the skin. So that's a different way of looking at it. It could be separated from God. It could be separated from a love of your life. It could be, like we talked about, for me and Sammy, it was for mother. But it could be a lot of different things. We'll talk a little bit about the different body parts. So when you feel like it's a terrible separation, like it was a brutal separation, or it could have been like a forced separation, or you have this desire for contact and you can't get a hold of the person, a parent that's absent, a parent who died, things like that, that can all affect the child in different ways, or an adult for that matter too. It just depends on how long you hold on to the neuroemotional conflict. I mean, I still have bouts that flare up, not nearly as much as when I was a kid, but even as much brain work as I've done and as much as gut health I'm working on, it's still like, man, it's just deeply ingrained in there. So for those of you with eczema out there, know that there is help and you'll get better each time, but definitely seek out some way of working with a professional in terms of unwinding the neuroemotional traumas and the stressors and the separation conflict specifically, and look for your life where there might be a separation conflict going on currently. But so it's thought that the specific body parts, I'm just going to get three of them. The hands is like the separation from the father, the feet are separation from the mother, and then in German medicine, like the arm is about inability to hold onto or push back or separate from. So in the terms of the forearm, it's like inability to separate from someone. So that gives you an idea of like how it shows up on your body in three different areas. There's other ways it shows up on your body, but so if you feel like this is beneficial and you feel like it's helpful, share with someone who you know struggles with eczema or something like it, because I've done this long enough to know that this isn't by mistake, it's not happening by chance, it's not like there's nothing relevant to this for that person. So they're going to benefit from understanding that it is related to separation conflict. So if they feel separated from someone or want to separate from someone, that's what this is related to, okay, from a baseline standpoint. So if you like this kind of information, we send out stuff on our email list all the time, so sign up for that. If you want to stay in the know, we try to keep you abreast and up to date on the most important things related to natural health care, natural wellness that nobody else talks about, because we know from having helped people come from crazy diseases and diagnoses to full health that you can do it yourself too. So we're doing these to empower you to know what's going on and to connect the dots and not blame something like a diagnosis or something you inherited, something like that. Okay? So we appreciate the opportunity to serve you, and we love you, and we'll see you tomorrow for the Wellness Wisdom. All right, guys.